Alright, peoples, I've eaten my food, and now it is time for more Sakamoto days. Let's go ahead and get started and see where Sakamoto and Shin have ended up today. Yo, peoples, Qushu92 here, and not me completely forgetting to pull up the Sakamoto days page completely while I'm trying to talk to you guys. Yeah, there we go. We're not going on break for this either. Yo, peoples! Yo, peoples! Qushu92 here, and welcome back to more Sakamoto Days. As we last saw in the last chapter of Sakamoto Days, we had Sakamoto and Shin tried breathing and swallowing at the same time. Oh, that could have been bad. What a wonderful start to this chapter reaction. Me almost choking. Oh boy. Let me pace myself so I don't cut my YouTube career short live on camera. Live on camera. My apologies, everybody, but okay. Last we left off, Sakamoto and Shin were making their way on this large ocean liner, just filled to the brim with amenities like mini malls and amusement parks and, you know, stuff that you would see for the rich and famous. They're making their way through this place trying to find Ando. And while that's going on, they get beset by assassins all over the place. Because the big person with the shades and the big weapon that was next to Ando when we first saw him, they said, because I can't tell if it's a guy or a girl yet, they basically said, those two people that made it onto the ship, tell everyone to kill them. Just kill them all. And Shin is all like, no, they're going to kill me! So, Sakamoto and Shin currently are working together in order to take out these assassins that are trying to kill them while they make their way towards Ando. And the last thing we see is Sakamoto and Shin taking out a whole bunch of assassins in the middle of a dining hall filled with civilians. They take it out, and Ando's there looking, you know, a little bit tense and a little bit angry that those assassins couldn't take out Sakamoto at all. But they know that the JAA has sent someone after him. So let's see what happens in Sakamoto Days, Days 199. Ikari. And we have a cover page here that shows Shin, Sakamoto, and Natsuki. We haven't seen, wow, it's been a minute since we've seen Natsuki in a hot minute. And they're playing baseball, except Shin is breaking a TV, and Natsuki appears to have some sort of cyber baseball. Either this is cyber baseball, or it's his cryo grenades that Shin used against Haruma. But the chapter begins with Shin going,
I might be a piano genius.
Panano. I said that live. I said Panano. I might be also Killer Bean. I just checked chat again. Killer Bean, it's good to see you. I almost choked to death at the beginning of this stream. So you have to pardon me if I'm just trying to clear up my throat and get myself back to normal. Just a little bit.
I might be a piano genius.
Me too. And both Sakamoto's looking in one direction, but Shin's looking directly ahead, and he locks eyes with full view with Ando. As Ando walks up to them, and he just goes, yo.
Dad!
It's Ando, my target. Jeez. What do you want from me, Shin?
He knows my name. So you really are my...
I guess you resent me, but I resent you too. Oh, why are you... This is your... Okay, so... This is just confirming that Ando is in fact Shin's dad. But he resents his own son? I guess you resent me, but I resent you too.
Huh?
You're the reason the JAA's after me. Thanks to you, I lost everything. You've been the bane of my existence. Ah. And mind you, Shin gets beset with emotion, but then he goes,
Are you for real? You think you can BS me?
huh?
Trying to run away again, huh? I know what you're thinking!
And when Shin says this, because he can clearly read his mind, because whenever Shin reads someone's mind, his eyes go from just regular black pupils to white pupils with a black outline. And he read Ando's mind as Ando clicks a trigger and a section of the ship explodes. What was that? An explosion?
What the?
Listen up, JAA Hitman. And Sakamoto, like he's ready to go, but he's not moving. I planted another bomb on this ship that's 10 times stronger. If I die, it explodes, taking about 7,000 passengers with me. Article 23 of the JAA regulations prohibits killing bystanders. You can't kill me.
A bomb? On the ship?
Sakamoto goes, using innocent bystanders as human shields, huh? You're pure scum. A hitman lecturing about morals. How rich. Where's the bomb? Like I tell you, moron. But Shin is still reading his mind. Once the ship leaves port, we'll be in international waters in 30 minutes, out of JAA jurisdiction. You already lost the battle when I got on board. And Sakamoto immediately starts rushing him. And Shin goes, oh, but then something comes flying in, and Sakamoto dodges out of the way, and it clashes. Oh no, it actually hits Sakamoto. Something comes flying in on a chain, and it hits Sakamoto and sends him into a wall. And Sakamoto, being fine, just simply grabs his gun. Took you long enough, Ikari. Where'd that come from? An anchor? Someone is using an actual anchor as a weapon. Oh, so that's the name of his bodyguard. And I can't tell. I can't tell if it's a woman or a dude, because there exists muscular tall women out there, so you can't tell sometimes in manga. And I'm just gonna use an ambiguous voice. Don't say that, Mr. Ando. I didn't want to interrupt your family reunion. So I was holding back. And Sakamoto just spits out just a little blood, and then Ikari throws their anchor, and Sakamoto takes his gun and shoots the anchor in a way where it causes the anchor to kind of bounce out of its trajectory so he can grab Shin and run off. Oh, no, you don't.
Hey, what are you going to do?
If I kill Ando now, the ship will blow up. So, I gotta find the bomb first and disarm it. You read his thoughts, right? Where's the bomb? Huh, like I tell you, moron.
No, I didn't. I forgot.
You're lying.
After you find the bomb, you're gonna kill my dad, right?
Right. And then he just curses Sakamoto and goes,
why should I help you?
He tells him to go to,
Why should I help you? He may be scum, but he's my long-lost dad. Who do you think you are, anyway? What do you know,
And Sakamoto, having enough, immediately... Well, actually, you know what? I was wrong. I didn't say he had enough. He shoves Shin out of the way because he gets hit by that anchor by Ikari again. I think this is a woman. But Sakamoto gets hit by this anchor by Ikari again.
He shielded me.
And then, all of a sudden, Ikari comes up right next to Shin and starts smelling his hair. There's a big old sniff sound. Yeah, you do smell ever so faintly of Ando. You little maggot. You think you're so hot because you're closer to Ando than me?
What's with this freak? Gross!
You hateful little twerp, interrupting my special cruise with Ando. Die! As Ikari starts choking Shin to death. But then we get a life preserver. We get a life preserver around Ikari, and Sakamoto, having basically put a life preserver straight through a wall, yanks Ikari straight over into, I guess, the section of the ship that has a big old pool. Just furiously, because you have this angered look on Sakamoto's face. His eyes are widened over, and he just yanks over Ikari. And then Shin knocks Ikari into the pool. And then Shin is just coughing as Sakamoto starts walking towards Ikari, and he goes, well, he thinks, run.
Huh?
Sorry. I have no parents, so I don't know how you feel. I'll keep the enemy busy. Get on a lifeboat and escape. And then Ikari gets out of the water. Hey, you're no ordinary small fry. Where'd you come from? The Order. And then it just shows Sakamoto in the middle of this, water slide amusement park on this ship, while it cuts to the face of Shin, and then cuts to the eyes of Ando at the end of this chapter. Okay. I think it's a woman too. It didn't hit me until she started talking about being in love with Ando. I didn't want to assume until I gathered more information. Hold on. I'm not going to look on my laptop because it'll probably cause the image to glitch. So let me do this. Ikari. Sakamoto days. Could be a man as well, but who knows? Yeah, I'm trying to find, let me just find the latest chapter. Here we go. Because I want to, Ikari doesn't even have a page where we could see who they are. Just even a little synopsis. So it could be a dude and he loves Ando, or it could be a woman and she loves Ando. But it's hard to tell. It is hard to tell because Ikari is completely covered. Ikari is completely covered head to toe with no way to tell to identify a figure, like a body shape. The lore deepens. What does Shin's birth have to do with dude being a hit? That's the question, isn't it? He blames Shin for the current situation that he's in. All because of Shin is the reason why he has to run away and the JAA sent Sakamoto after him. So what is it about Shin that prompted Ando to become a target? That's the real question. And why he resents Shin so much. Also, it just flat out confirms that this is indeed his own father who resents him because of the current situation that he's in. Simply because Shin lives. Simply because he exists. He's the bane of his existence simply by being alive. That's actually a hurtful thing to tell your son that you've never seen. And Shin is still trying to protect him because he wants answers. Even lying, saying like, I don't know where the bomb is. Why should I help you? Because you're trying to kill my long-lost dad. And I'm like, your long-lost dad says you are the bane of his existence, and he just tried to kill you. He just tried to have assassins kill you. Don't think you're going to be getting the happy, oh, this is my father, is glad to see him, and everything. This isn't going to be like a happy family reunion. This is a family member that wants you dead because they are on the run because of you. Everything, he lost everything, he says. He lost everything because of Shin. Because Shin exists. Matter of fact, let me go back to that page real quick. Yeah, you're the reason the JAA's after me. Thanks to you, I lost everything. You've been the bane of my existence. But we also learned that if Sakamoto kills Ando, a secondary bomb is going to... He already triggered a bomb on the ship just to display that he could blow up the ship and give you the impression like there's multiple bombs everywhere. First bomb is just a demonstration. Second bomb is apparently 10 times stronger. And it's also linked to Ando's well-being. Meaning that if Sakamoto just straight up kills him, the bomb will go off and 7,000 passengers on this ship will die. And, you know, Article 23 of the JAA regulations stipulate that you cannot kill bystanders. Matter of fact, the only time we see bystanders be killed have been by people who are not affiliated with the JAA, but never by people who are with the JAA. Like, Uzuki's groups is the type of group that has no qualms about killing other people whatsoever, and that's the reason why you see so many people, innocent bystanders, die around them, but never by Sakamoto and company. So, now Sakamoto has to find a way to bring down Ando without killing him and endangering all the lives of the people on this ship. But now we have Ikari, the personal bodyguard of Ando, who's chiming in, and they also have a vendetta against Shin because Shin is apparently stealing all of the attention of Ando from them. So, you know, it's a bit of an awkward situation. Still can't tell if it's a dude or a dudette due to the fact that Ikari wears very baggy clothes. Nothing form-fitting, so we really can't tell if anything of a figure underneath. If we could see, then maybe we could paint a clearer picture. But as it turns out, we don't really have anything to go on at the moment. Sorry, still recovering from almost choking earlier today. I'm just looking to see if anyone can tell, but I don't think. Yeah, I don't think. We'll probably just have to find out in the next chapter. We're not going on break either. So that's actually a good thing. We're not going on break for One Piece and we're not going on break for Sakamoto Days. So now the question is, just how strong is Ikari in comparison to Sakamoto? Now, we all know that Sakamoto is still very much alive after everything goes down. So, this fight between Ikari, who uses a ship anchor as a weapon. See, here's the thing. The big old weapon we saw Ikari holding when we first saw them did not have the shape of an anchor. It just looked like a very long, elongated weapon that was sitting right next to them. I could not tell, and it didn't have any protrusions out of the side. Not that I could see. You mean to tell me that the weapon that they use is essentially just a big old ship anchor? People are ridiculous at Sakamoto Days. They really are. But that is the chapter we got for today. This session is definitely not as long as my One Piece session that I just had like 30 minutes ago, because that one was a doozy. But now we got Sakamoto, who's going to be 1v1ing the bodyguard of Ando. So I feel like Shin is about to be on his own. Telling it, because Sakamoto says, like, get a lifeboat and escape. So we're really gonna have to see where the story goes as far as like Sakamoto versus, and I know I keep saying like a lot, versus Sakamoto and Ikari going forward. I wonder if Shin is gonna run into Ando again, because I would very much like to learn a little bit more about why Ando considers Shin to be the bane of his existence, and what exactly is the reason. He says that Shin is the bane of his existence and the reason why he lost everything and the JAA is after him because of Shin, but we don't know to what extent. To be fair, it was a lot more lore heavy while here it's just a flashback for right now. Yeah. There was a lot of lore before we even got to this flashback, and that was during the whole matter of the museum. The whole museum, learning about Uzuki and Uzuki's multiple personalities, all the fights that we saw during the whole museum assassination attempt. lot of lore. But now we're going in. Now we got this flashback. But I feel like we're still gonna learn like a ton of lore as it goes, as it continues on. But yeah, all the same, it was a pretty good chapter. But now Sakamoto says, you know what? Sakamoto, hold on, let me get to that last panel. Sakamoto basically says, well, Ikari goes, hey, you're no ordinary small fry. Where'd you come from? And then Sakamoto says the Order, which is pretty much the strongest group of assassins in basically the assassin world. Let me see. Underclock, haven't gotten caught up to the manga yet, so I can't watch this stream. Understandable. But I wanted to pop in to let you know I've been binging your Sakamoto Days readings. I've been very much enjoying them. I'm glad you are. And just keep enjoying them. You'll catch up to where we are eventually, and then you'll be able to tune into these live streams on Sundays just like everybody else here. But yes, I am happy that you have been enjoying these readings. Just, yeah, it does my heart good. It does my heart good to, know that people enjoy the stuff that I do. I really, it warms me up inside. But we're going to have to see where this chapter goes here. Just in case Underclock is still here, I'm going to avoid talking about the things that happen in this chapter anymore, so that way Underclock can enjoy them for themselves. So, given what we know of how strong Sakamoto is, or at least just the range of his strength, this fight against, have a nice day, bro. I'll catch up soon. Yeah, you have a good one as well, Underclock. I'm going to keep talking about this chapter, so you can go ahead and dip right now. Okay, I'm going to continue. But Sakamoto versus Ikari should be an interesting fight, because technically, we don't know what all Ikari can do. All we know is that Ikari uses an anchor to fight, and that they're very strong and also incredibly fast. Here, we're just fleshing out Shin some with his past and his first encounter with Sakamoto. With One Piece, it depicts future events for the endgame, both very different, but like both chapters very much. Yes. I have to say, aside from like the assassin portion of Sakamoto Days, I dare say that this is the closest we get to an assassin slice of life story. Can I be real? It feels like an assassin slice of life story, but a lot of good fight scenes and what have you. That's just how it feels to me. People just living out their lives, but at the same time, you got assassin nonsense that happens from time to time. Overall, still good. But that's where I'm going to call my session here for today as far as could you call Ikari an anchor being? Sorry, bad joke. Bad holster. Bad dad joke. Bad dad joke. Bad. Overall, but yeah, in all seriousness, overall, I enjoyed this chapter. Today's chapters of One Piece and Sakamoto Days have been exceptional. Very, very well done. And I was happy I was alive to read both of them. But that's all I got for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Holster, Underclock, Killer Bean, good to see all of you. Thank you for stopping by. And if I have anyone else watching this session, after this live stream is over and you're just watching it as a VOD, all I can say to you is hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples!